This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Our top story this morning comes from Medford, where police arrested a nurse accused of replacing prescribed fentanyl for patients with tap water. We're going to bring you the latest details on this case, including the lawsuit that alleges at least one person died because of that switch.
And a large portion of I-84 will be closed down next month for graffiti and trash cleanup. Ahead on Sunrise, how long the closures will be impacting your commute.
Christine, Chris McGinnis, can we talk donuts as well this morning?
Yes.
All right, let's talk donuts. Cocoa Donuts, a Sunrise Show favorite, celebrating a big anniversary this weekend. It was 15 years ago, in 2009, that Cocoa opened up its first shop in downtown Portland. This is a look at their shop on the PSU campus over on Southwest Broadway. Tomorrow, big savings for customers. They're rolling back prices to 2009. More details on that coming up a little bit later on the show.
All the way back to 2009.
That was their first year.
Two things helped Cocoa Donuts become a favorite of Sunrise.
Huh.
Nick Allard was one.
Nick Allard, that's right.
Were you going to say that?
That's number three.
Okay.
Yes. Also, their proximity. We could walk to both of their shops.
Yeah, they're up to 7 locations now.
Yeah.
So more Cocoa details in just a minute.
And the fact that they're just awesome.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, that helps.
Bars. Yeah.
And I see an awesome shot over there.
You do? You want to see this? Let's go ahead and take you there. This the sun is not up yet, but the tippy top of Mount Hood is catching some of the first rays there. This is from Oregon's Veterans Home in the Dalles this morning. It's just a gorgeous start to what's going to be a pretty start to the day and a cloudier finish. There's the sliver of sun or the daylight on the horizon there from our Wells Fargo sky camera. We've slipped down to 50 degrees last check at PDX. The plan for today, partly cloudy or mostly clear to start, but clouds increase during the day, and we finish off the day with a high of about 72 as the cloud cover continues to thicken up. Real quick, I'll give you a sneak peek of Futurecast tomorrow morning. Rain on Futurecast. I'll walk you through this, the timing, how much, and if we see any sunshine this weekend. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Let's get you out the door with a live look at the roads right now. And the first thing I want to start off with is a crash on Interstate 84 eastbound. In fact, let's back this up. I think I can do that here real quick. There it is. It looks like the ramp from Interstate 84 eastbound to I-205 south currently blocked, and you can see traffic is starting to stack up around that. In fact, that, guys, looks like a pretty significant delay, as you can see all those semi trucks lined up. Right now, no eastbound traffic on I-84 getting past I-205. We'll keep you posted on that. That is a big deal, guys.
Okay, thank you for keeping tabs on that, Chris. A former nurse at a Southern Oregon hospital faces criminal assault charges. She's accused of harming dozens of patients.
Right. Police say she switched out patients' prescribed fentanyl with tap water. Devin Haskins is covering the story for us live in our newsroom. Good morning there, Devin.
Yeah, good morning. So Medford police say they arrested 36-year-old Danny Schofield on Thursday after a grand jury indicted her on 44 counts of second-degree assault. That's a single count for each patient she allegedly harmed at Asante Rogue Medical Center in Medford over a year-long period. Schofield worked as a nurse in the ICU. The hospital determined she had access to each of the 44 patients involved. The hospital called police after concerns of a rising number of central line infection cases among patients. Police determined that between July of 2022 and July of 2023, Schofield was replacing the patient's fentanyl with non-sterile tap water. It's believed she was diverting the drug for her own personal use. And on Thursday, Medford police arrested Schofield, a judge setting her bail at over $4 million.
That is representative of the number of charges in this case, and of course each of those charges are Measure 11 charges. So with 44 Measure 11 charges, each carrying a mandatory minimum sentence of 70 months in prison, I think that's why you see that bail now.
Some of the patients injected with water later died, but police say the deaths could not be directly attributed to the infections. The family of one of the patients who died has filed an $11 million wrongful death lawsuit against Asante. Schofield was booked into the Jackson County Jail yesterday, but this morning the jail tells me they don't have an inmate there by that name. It's unclear when she was released. Schofield will make her first appearance in court on these charges in a Jackson County court this afternoon. Christine?
Devin, thank you for that report. Staying in Southern Oregon, a Grants Pass roofing company will have to pay more than $86,000 for repeatedly putting workers in dangerous situations. The Oregon Occupational Safety and Health Division, or OSHA, found GB roofing employees were working on a retirement home's roof without protection for a potential 20-foot fall. This is the company's third violation since May of 2022.
The Portland Police Bureau is bringing back its rapid response team, and training for the team begins today. They're getting ready for the presidential election this November and potential reaction to election results. Back in 2020, the Bureau was hit with lawsuits over their use of force during that summer's George Floyd protest. The entire rapid response team resigned as a result. 50 existing officers and sergeants make up this new team.
And an Old Town nonprofit is asking for donations after someone smashed a window at its new facility. Street Roots says they're looking at an $80,000 setback as they work to get commercial grade glass for their windows. The nonprofit helps fight homelessness in the area by paying people who are homeless to distribute copies of its weekly newspaper. They've hired on a group of people who have fallen on tough times but have building experience and are helping get that facility ready.
And they're coming in and they're repurposing furniture, they're painting this building, they're getting it ready. And I just started really thinking about the window and how what we're really about is when something is broken, we make something out of it.
Street Roots already raised $7 million to help open its new building on September 5th. The nonprofit hopes to raise another $1 million before that opening date.
ODOT is shutting down a stretch of I-84 next month to clean up graffiti and trash. So from 11 o'clock at night on July 13th until noon the next day, July 14th, all lanes of I-84 will be closed between I-5 and I-205. Max and freight trains in that area will also be suspended. And the northbound lanes on I-5 over the Markham Bridge will also close for bridge maintenance.
And getting back to a bit of sweet news that we mentioned at the top of this newscast, a popular Portland donut shop celebrating a big anniversary this weekend by saving their customers a little dough. Get it? Donut, dough. You're welcome.
You'll still get dough, but you'll save dough.
Exactly. So our Eric Patterson right now outside the Coco Donuts on Southwest Broadway at PSU, giving us a look at that. Looks like 15 years anniversary, right? Coco Donuts opened its first location in downtown Portland, as you saw there, 15 years ago, 2009. And to mark its anniversary tomorrow, Coco Donuts is charging 2009 prices all day. Essentially, that means customers will get half off all Coco's donuts and coffee drinks. Coco has 7 locations in the Portland area, including one in Happy Valley and on Sunnyside Road.
Portland has become sort of a donut capital.
Yeah, it really has.
In recent years. And I think of some of the big names off the top: Blue Star, Voodoo, Pips, and Coco.
Yeah.
If you're just looking for that classic, Sesame's another one, but if you're just looking for that classic donut, that's where Coco comes in.
Totally.
They make those classic great donuts that you come to love even as a kid.
And now that they're discounted, I think that Patrick and I have a little bike ride to the donut shop in the forecast for tomorrow. Well, we may be dodging some raindrops, but in any event, let's go ahead and get you out the door. This is a live look right now from our Wells Fargo sky camera. It is gorgeous out there as we await sunrise. Now let's see, it is, we're about 13 minutes away from sunrise. It's 5:21, so it's 5:08 right now. Okay, there you go. Really pretty start to the day, but clouds are rolling in, and eventually we will see some rain for this weekend. 42, last check in Hillsborough. That's one of the cooler spots on the map. We'll go out wider. 55 in the Dalles, 61 in Pendleton. It's a little milder as you get out towards the Columbia Basin this morning. Let's get right into your weekend forecast. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, Saturday, with a few showers. It's possible that we even hear a rumble of thunder if we see enough sun breaks, meaning if the ground heats up enough to get that atmosphere charged up, we could hear a rumble of thunder. Sunday, Father's Day, I have a lingering shower threat. I don't know that we're going to see a lot of rain either one of these 2 days, but the point is that there is at least the chance of showers in everyone's forecast, especially for the west side. Here's looking radar over the last 3 hours. We've got some rain now impacting the Olympic Peninsula. That's the leading edge of our big weather maker here that we've been kind of following. I say big, it's not majorly impactful, it's just large in size, right? It's taken up basically the entire Gulf of Alaska, now working its way towards the British, right towards British Columbia. That will drag cloud cover and eventually some sprinkles our way. This is late this afternoon. It's possible the South Washington coast gets wet. North Oregon maybe seeing a couple sprinkles, but I think the rest of us are dry today. Clouds increase during the day, and eventually, as we roll the clock into early tomorrow morning, showers hit the coast and then roll right on through the valley, probably about the time you're waking up. And then we'll be on and off with a shower threat throughout the day tomorrow, and probably even again on Sunday. I think the shower amounts or rainfall amounts will probably be less on Sunday, but the point is that both days this weekend and present an opportunity for some measurable rain. That seems a bit on the high side for Kelso. Our model is basically suggesting that Kelso is going to get hit with a thunderstorm enough to put down a half an inch of rain at one point, right? That could be anywhere up and down the I-5 corridor, but the point is that some of us may hear one and a lot of us won't. 50 last check at PDX. It's mostly clear out there right now. Here's a look at Futurecast, and the temperature's inching into the mid-60s at noontime, and we finish off the day in the lower 70s. I've got us at 72 this afternoon, so a little cooler than yesterday. Cooler still as we head into Saturday, and Father's Day Sunday continues to present that shower threat. Not only Sunday, but probably Monday too. And then it looks like we flip the switch and start to dry things out. Juneteenth on Wednesdays, mostly sunny, 80, and summer, the first day of summer, Thursday with a high of 83. All right, let's get you out the door, and I do have one big traffic alert to share with you. On the map, Interstate 84 eastbound right now is closed, and that is not what I wanted to show you. Let me take it back real quick. I-84 eastbound is closed at the I-205 south exit ramp. We're working to get more details on this and what is involved and if there are any injuries, but for now, know that that is no-go.